the 7th, trailing 3-1. We're halted by rain and will turn things over to Pat O'Brien in New York.
Very appreciative. I told them just a few seconds ago how proud I am of them. You know, we've been in first place all year, and we would like to go out and win this game, and we still have a chance. We're going to go out there and play hard the last 3 innings, but San Francisco did it for us today.
Any thoughts about how you clinched it? I mean, here the guys are in there, and they get the news the Giants have beaten the Dodgers.
Well, they're all happy. We all shook hands, and it's a nice situation in the clubhouse right now. And you know, these guys have been in first place all year, and it's been tough. We've had our rough spots just like every other team, but they've endured. And when we had to play and win big ball games, we've been able to do that, and I'm really proud of them.
Last question: who's going to start Thursday night?
Jose Rijo. He's been pitching very well.
Game 2?
Game 2 might be a surprise.
Joining me now, Jose Rijo, starting pitcher, playoff game 1. Jose, the hat's on. Can you describe the emotion of the moment right now?
Unbelievable. You know, I'm unfortunate it happened this way, but we take it anyway. You know, this is more unbelievable feeling I ever had in a moment of baseball.
Really? Now, let me ask you this one question. You've worked hard. I can see you're enjoying yourself a little bit right now. I see some wet stuff on your head here. Is that rain, or is that, what is?
It's the wife told me some stuff. You know, they wait for us in there and try, you know, to throw.
Is it going to be tough to go back and play the rest of this game?
Real tough. I don't think we might not even play this game. Forget about it. They can have it. We don't need it.
Okay, we're going to go to Marge Schott out on the field. I understand that Marge is live with us out on the field. Oh, we got pictures of Marge out on the field. Now, you know, there was a whole lot of talk about the St. Bernard and the, you know, Shotzi and the dog hair and stuff. Did that help you down the stretch a little bit?
It's just a tough question, but, you know, we believe in everything. Anything to bring us luck this year, we take it, you know. We don't know what's, you know, I think it's just the help from God, you know. Because
you know I'm jerking you just a little bit, too.
That's
now,
okay.
What about the tension? There was so much tension leading up to this thing, and I could just see it with you guys being tight. Now, the release, did you think, I mean, wasn't it a situation where you knew it was coming, but you just couldn't wait for it to happen?
See, well, this is kind of ugly, you know, the way we did it, because, you know, we was kind of, you know, in a slump, you know, that's almost this whole second half. We take it any way they can, you know, but the team has put some win together, you know, at the right time, and that's what matters. You know, they was hungry enough to try to win this, and that's what we did. We win the whole thing, and that's what we're proud of about it.
Jose, thank you very much. Good luck there.
Thank you! Thank you!
My good friends here with the Cincinnati Reds. Yes, sir. Tony Perez, live. You're over there, I think, baby.
Greg, I'm glad that didn't happen to me, but you'll be okay. Get that guy a towel. I'm here with a very happy Tony Perez. And, Doggy, we went through this together in Philadelphia. You've done it here in Cincinnati as a player. Do you know what these guys are feeling like right now?
I know. It's a good feeling. I really... we are in first place in the first days, and we deserve this. I think the guys play hard all year long. It's not easy to be in first place for 162 games, and we did it. And I hope next year we come back and do it again. But this year is something special because we are in first place in the opening day.
Tony, was there ever a point in the season where you, Lou, or the players maybe started to feel a little uneasy, like maybe you were being threatened by the Giants or the Dodgers?
Well, yes, you worry about the other teams, but you have to go out there and do it day by day, and don't worry about, don't look back. We did that, and this team bounced back. You know, we got to the tough times sometime, and we bounced back, and we win this thing. I really very happy about it.
You know how nice it is to play here in Cincinnati in front of such great fans. You know that they have to be feeling real good right now, too.
Yeah, I know the fans here are feeling back, and they feel like and during the 70s when we won so many National League Division and National League pennants and World Series, and this is a nice feeling. It's coming back to me.
All right, Tony, thanks so much. Congratulations.
Thank you, Lenny.
Greg, we're going to take it back to you. You've got Steve Schott there.
Yeah, and I got most of the pie off my face. Steve, this has to be a great moment for you as well.
This is an incredible day. This is just, it's the greatest feeling. It's great for the fans of Cincinnati. It's great for everybody who came to support us this year. This is the fans of Cincinnati. Thank you.
Well, let me ask you one question. How did you get the word to the guys? I know because you were delaying the score on the board to a certain extent. Did you just walk in and say, hey, guys, it's over?
Actually, I called Candlestick Park, and then I got onto the radio station, and we're hearing the play-by-play. And finally, they got on and told us that we had won it. And by that time, everybody else had shortly thereafter heard about it. But everybody's extremely excited, and it's fantastic.
So it's worth all the long hours and all the tough stuff that goes on during the season.
Absolutely. And we're looking for more.
Congratulations to you, Steve.
Thanks, Greg.
Now we're going to Lenny again and Ron Oester, a guy who's been through awfully lean years here and some tough times. He's back for the good ones. Lenny.
All right, Greg. Ronnie O, 11 years here in Cincinnati. I know how much it meant to you to want to play on a championship team. It's finally happened. Your feelings right now?
It's great. I tell you, it's been a long time, and it's all worth it now. I mean, this is the ultimate, and hopefully now you'll look into the playoffs and win 4 out of those games and get to the real thing, the World Series.
Now, I know you mentioned that in '79, you got called up in September, and you had a little taste of it. But could it be anything like the real thing right now?
No, because I didn't feel like I was a part of it then. I was called up in September, and I know the celebration was great for the guys, and I kind of sat back and watched, and now I'm part of it, and it's just not a better feeling in the world right now.
So many of the people, including Lou, have mentioned how tough it was to go wire to wire. How tough was it from a player's standpoint? What was the difficulty in going wire to wire?
I think it's always tougher going in when you're at the top, because you have the teams that want to knock off the top team, and everybody played us tough. Everybody it gave everybody extra incentive to bump off the top team, and it's tough, but there's no other way I'd want to do it. Being on top all year is the way to do it, and we did it, and like I said, words don't describe how good I feel right now.
Jake, how do you feel about your dad being on a championship team?
He feels pretty good, too. He was down there. He's probably one of the first ones when I came out that I high-fived it with. I'm just glad for him to see something like this, and I know he'll remember it. He's 4 years old, so he'll remember it. My other one's down there, and it's just this is just outstanding, not only for us but for the city of Cincinnati, because it's been a long time for them too, and fans were behind us. The fans were great out there today, and it's just getting that playoff atmosphere.
Congratulations, Ronnie. Thanks so much for taking the time. We're going to go to Greg now, who's got Mr. Mello himself, Randy Myers. Go ahead, Greg.
Mello. I don't know, have you ever been called Mr. Mello? Randy Myers, the nasty man himself. You come over to this ball club, and what was viewed at the time as a controversial trade, all you did was put your nose to the grindstone, go out and do the job, and I think add a certain something to this club needed, some lightness and some intensity.
Well, I think that it's not just me, it's the team. We start out with 27 guys, 25-man roster, coaches, players, and we worked out as a team. We got off to a good start. We've been struggling, playing about 500 balls since the first couple months. First couple months went for us.
Now, down the stretch, when there was so much talk about being tight and so forth, you have been through this before. Did you say to the guys, hey, don't worry about it, let's just play the game, let's just be aggressive and do what we did at the beginning of the season? Or was that just a creation of the press?
I think it was a lot of a creation of the press, because you got to go out one game at a time. These guys know it. You're going to have winning streaks, you're going to have losing streaks, you're going to have peaks, you're going to have valleys.
Right.
And we took and we hang through it, but it's not over. We have this game and 4 more,
right,
and then we're going to the playoffs. So it's just continuation. Ultimate goal is to win the World Series, and that's what we're shooting for.
In terms of this team and shaping up for the playoffs, how do you feel about it right now?
Well, I think we're fine. We got to go, and we're going to have a few days, get some guys healthy again. And I think we're fine, but we still got tomorrow. We got 4 more games, and we got to look at them first.
One other question, the hats. How long have these been in the works, and when did you see them the first time today?
I just got one in my locker. That's the last
locker. Randy, thank you very much. We're going back to Lenny, General Manager Bob Quinn.
Lenny? Right, Greg, we just keep things rolling along, and we've got a very, very happy General Manager Bob Quinn here. Bob, first off, congratulations.
Len, thank you very much.
31 years, it has to feel good for you. I know you said earlier your dad had gone through this and you had witnessed it, but firsthand, it's got to be special.
It's a personal special for me, yes, but more particularly for the fans of Cincinnati who richly deserve it. I'm thrilled for Lou Piniella and his staff and for the ball players. To go wire to wire like we did is an accomplishment that's second to none, and it's phenomenal, and I'm really happy for everybody concerned.
I mean, this wasn't easy. I mean, you come in new, you bring in Lou Piniella, virtually a whole new staff. You go through the lockout of spring training, a shortened spring training. How'd you get things done so efficiently?
To me, Lou and his staff did a phenomenal job in spring training. We came spring training so well prepared that it was reflected in our 13-3 in April and our 17-9 in May. That sort of carried us throughout the season. Then we played great baseball in San Diego a week ago, where we played like we did in April and May. You can't say enough good things about Lou Piniella, his coaching staff, and the players themselves. When they had to win a key ball game, they won a key ball game. But it's very, very difficult. You were a player to imagine that a team can go wire to wire. It's a very tough act.
Finally, going into the playoffs, do you feel good about this team, the way they're playing right now, going in and facing what looks like the Pittsburgh Pirates?
Hopefully we'll get a little rest. We think we need that because Eric Davis is down a little bit, and our offense isn't quite what it would be and should be with Eric out of the lineup. So, yes, we feel real good about facing either the Pirates or the Mets, perhaps the Pirates in the National League Championship Series.
All right, keep smiling now. You deserve it, okay?
Thank you, Lenny.
All right,
Appreciate that.
Bob Quinn, and we're going to go now back to Greg, and he's got a very happy Joe Oliver. I can see him smiling from here.
This guy, I want to tell you, has done an amazing job this year. Catching was a question mark going into the season, and Joe Oliver has been in there virtually every day doing a job with the bat. Past couple of games, 2 incredible blocks to plate. Your feelings about this season and this moment right now, Joe?
Well, I think it's been a great season for us. We pulled together as a team, and I think that's what we really needed to do this year to get us over the top. And I think that this is going to be a big lift for us to get ready to go into the playoffs. And I'm happy about this season. We finally did something that we haven't been able to do in the past, and it's something to look forward to.
When something happens like it did today, does the fatigue of the season, particularly for a catcher, kind of disappear? Is it suddenly gone and you're ready to play ball again? Start the second season, as they say.
I think so. It doesn't take really too much to get you ready for the playoffs. It's a big emotional lift, and you're excited about going into postseason play, and I think it's something that's going to get everybody excited and wanting to get the big hit and make the big play.
I think we're going to go back out to the field for a little bit of a celebration. Oh, whoa, no, I'm sorry. We're back to Lenny with Billy Hatcher over in the corner.
I know it's a little hard to get things straight every now and then down here. It's bedlam, but we got another happy, excited Red. Billy Hatcher, you come over. First off, congratulations, of course. Second time for you. You came over from Pittsburgh, but before that with Houston. Any comparisons between this year's Reds and the championship team you were on in Houston?
Well, I think this team might be a little bit better. I mean, we're good in all facets of the game. We got good defense, good pitching, and we hit the ball. Over there was pitching and defense, and, we scratched for runs, but we had very, very good pitching. But over here, I think this here is a more complete ball club. This ball club can dominate. So, we're just ready for the playoffs. We're ready to, whoever we have to battle, we're ready to battle.
Now, I know you would never admit this, but I feel like you coming over when you did and having the kind of start really helped propel this club to the great start. What was it about you coming over here to Cincinnati and feeling so comfortable and playing well?
Well, they played my type of baseball, so it was like I just blended right in with the guys. And, just to get off to a good start. And then when Eric went down, I think that's when this team became a team, because they knew they didn't have the guy in the middle of the lineup that's going to hit your 3-run homers every night. So the team had to do all the little things to win. And so when we started doing those things, we knew that we can win. How good we were without Eric, then we said, wait till we get him back, and we're going to show him how good we can really be.
Was that important to this team, winning without Eric during that stretch?
Yes, it was, because you never know when your ace is going to go down. And when he went down, it was a lot of sad faces in the clubhouse, but the guys picked it up, and we went after it. And once you go after it and you take that eye out of team and just go team, then you can do a lot of things.
What about Derek here? Derek, you got anything to say? You happy about this?
Derek doesn't want to talk right now. He doesn't know really what's going on.
You'll tell him someday, though, won't you?
That's right. The only thing he's worried about right now, he said, Daddy, you guys are losing 3-1. Why are you guys happy?
Well, listen, that's what we're going to have for you right now from down here. We're going to send it back to George in the studio. George, if you're there, take it away.
All right. Thank you, Lenny. I am here with Courtis. Courtis, I've never seen those guys so excited. I mean, Eric Davis, not even the day he signed his $9 million contract did I see him doing this number. I mean, the guy, as long as he's been here, I've never seen him so excited. Reds in the middle of a rain delay right now, but they've wrapped up the Western Division. The Dodgers lost in San Francisco 4-3, and that brought on this. The Reds going crazy out on the tarp just after they found out they were Western Division champs. Randy Myers with probably the best head-first slide of the year there. Then they go out and pay tribute to the fans down at the stadium today. Tell you what, it looks like almost a knothole celebration. These guys were little kids again. And moving on to what the next step may be, the playoffs, it looks like the Reds are going to be meeting the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Pirates cut the magic number to 1 today, which means they've clinched at least a tie with the Mets. About 5 games left, 4 games left. It looks like it's going to be the Pirates and the Reds in the National League playoffs. We'll talk more about that a little later.
Well, the Reds deserve to be happy today.
You got that right.
No champagne, though.
No. September 28th, 1979, the last time the Reds had a celebration like that when they won the West.
Yeah.
Been a long time.
All right, I know you'll have more a little bit later.
Will do.
Thanks, George. Well, as George mentioned, there is a rain delay, and we'll check on the status of the weather in just a moment. Stay with us.
I'm joined by a lady who has been through a lot and waited a long time. Marge, you've got to feel like you're on top of the world.
My heart's pounding. I can't believe that, this has happened, but we're going to come back and really win it by winning a game ourselves.
You're going to insist on that.
Insist. I told the team out there, Shotzi is here, okay? Can you film on Shotzi? And Shotzi stole my shirt. She put my shirt on and she went out on the field. But I'm also have Shotzi here with me. I wore it today instead of Lou, okay? In my pocket, and I don't know, but Shotzi's at a wonderful time.
Let me ask you.
Yeah.
4 straight years you finished second. Last year you go down to 5th. This past winter you got involved, you made some big changes, and you said to me, we were talking one night in the winter, we're going to do it this year.
And you said a dumb woman's going to do it, remember that?
No.
No, it's been my ambition, not so much for myself, but the fans, and I guess the greatest thing I want in my life, Tim, is that big ring that women can't wear, okay? Yeah, but I'm just so happy that this has happened to our town. We haven't had it since '79, and we deserve it. And I kept thinking it was going to happen all those other years, and just to see the fans out there today would just thrilled me, and I'm just happy for everybody in our area. Everybody.
Has it totally soaked in, Marge, at this point?
No, it hasn't. When I walked on the field, I thought, what are they doing? We haven't really won it, you know, because I thought we had to win our game today, but it was just the Dodgers lost. But we're going to come out. I told my guys, I'll kill them. If they don't come out, well, I won't kill them. If they don't come out and win this game after the rain delay. That's what I want to do, and then we really win it. But the greatest thing is that we have done a record that we have started first and finished first, and that, to me, we're almost famous for that.
That's quite an achievement.
Yeah, so Shotzi and I are very happy. Okay,
and thank you, Shotzi. We're going to Lenny Matuszek. Was joined, I think he's coming back with Lou Piniella. Len?
Okay, well, I had Lou here, Greg, but he's talking to Doug Harvey now, probably about the game, and before he comes back, and I know that Lou will, I just want to mention that it's really strange the way the Reds have had to go through this clinching. I mean, they had a chance to go out on the field today, win the game, and clinch it. It didn't happen quite that way, but the Giants, our friends from out in San Francisco, helped out quite a bit, and it's just a weird thing. It's like, you know, they wanted to win it themselves, but they're just as happy to be able to take it this way. I mean, you win a division, you work all year, and that's what it's all about. And now Lou Piniella's here. And Lou,
thank you.
Congratulations. I mean that sincerely.
I'll tell you what, I'm so proud of this ball club. We went to spring training back in March and got this team ready to play. They came out of the box so well. We opened up a big lead, and we've had our rough spots along the way, but every time we've had to really regroup and win big ball games, we've been able to do it, and it's been a great season for us. Wire to wire, it's never been done before in the National League. I'm so proud of these players.
And how about the obstacles that you and Bob Quinn came into Cincinnati with? I mean, coming from the American League, the lockout, you had the short spring training to deal with. How did you guys get the job done so quickly?
Well, first of all, I'm so thankful to this ball club for giving me the opportunity to come here and manage it. And working for Marge has been great. She's let me do my job like she promised. I told her when she brought me here, I really didn't come here to manage. I came here to win. And you know, never did I anticipate that that I would take over a ball club that would lead from wire to wire. But I'll tell you, I knew coming out of spring training that we had good talent here. I knew that it would be competitive. I just didn't realize what the talent level was around the National League because I didn't know it. I didn't know what to expect. But the way we came out of the box, it goes to show that if you get a team ready in spring training and they play well early in the season, it carries its momentum throughout.
Were there points in the season or a point that you felt threatened seriously, that you thought, man, I don't know about our team right now? Was there that one time, or did you always feel like your team would respond?
I always had confidence in this ball club. When you have a team like San Francisco chasing you at times, and they're the defending league champions, they know how to play, they know how to win. Sometimes a club like that, it reminded me of the situation when I was with the '78 Yankees, a team that won the World Championship in '77 and fell behind about 14 games, and we made a rush from the All-Star break on and caught Boston. But this ball club here, listen, every time it had to win the big ball game, whether it was playing San Francisco or it was playing the big series against Pittsburgh. When we went there after they'd beat us 4 in a row here, and the first game of the series, we came back and won 3 more. We've been able to do that. So it's a good sign. It goes to show that when things got a little tight, the players responded.
Do you think that maybe because it was so tough for this team to go wire to wire, that maybe going into the playoffs, they may be almost relaxed? Because I see you as being very relaxed right now, and the team may just take off in the postseason.
I feel very good about our chances in postseason play. You know, we've got good pitching here. We play very well defensively. I'm going to be able to rest a few of my players now that I've been wanting to rest for a while. We're banged up in a couple areas. They'll get healthy, and we'll be ready for Pittsburgh or the Mets or whoever comes in here next Thursday, and I feel good about our chances.
And are you ready for the golf course? Because I know that's something that you've wanted to do since you got here.
I'll be out there either Monday or Tuesday for the first time this summer, and I can go hack around and enjoy the next couple of days. But listen, the amazing part about it is in this job we'll start preparing right away for postseason, and we've got some work to do here. I'd like to give the guys that haven't been playing too much some at-bats and playing time. We need to get a few pitchers really sharpened up, tuned up, especially the guys coming out of the bullpen. And then we've got to make some important decisions on who's going to start what games and what type of lineup we're going to play and so forth.
Well, enjoy this, okay, for the time being. Congratulations. Anita's over there. Spend some time with her, because I know it's been a long season away. All right, Lou, thanks so much. All right, we're going back now to Greg Hoard, and Greg has maybe the most surprising player here in Cincinnati this year, even though I wasn't surprised in spring training. I knew Hal Morris had that stroke. Go ahead, Greg.
Thanks, Len. Hal Morris had that stroke, and I'm telling you something. I remember sitting with you at a caravan banquet earlier this season, and you were very nervous, but from the time you hit the field, it was all polish and all stroke. Tell me about this season. I mean, you didn't seem nervous one bit at all from day one. You went out in position, got it done.
Well, you know, when I step in the batter's box, I've always been aggressive, and I had Lou in the dugout who has confidence in me, and that helped me out a lot. And all the guys were great here. You know, although I was young, they supported me, and if I had a bad game, they'd pick me up, and everyone helped me out here a lot, and that had a lot to do with it.
I got to tell you, Hal, and the folks back home, this game has been called, so you're not going to have to play the rest of the day. But I'm sure that doesn't take anything away from your emotions right now.
Oh, not at all. This is this is the biggest thrill of my life. You know, being traded here was a big thrill, but by far this is one of the happiest days of my life right now.
Going into the postseason play, do you have a boost from this? I mean, I know to play this many games, you're worn down, but at this point you can't be feeling any fatigue at all. I wouldn't think.
Oh, not at all. You know. I haven't felt fatigue this month at all, you know, because we've been playing in big games, and they've meant a lot, and I think the whole club feels that way, so we're ready to go here. We're going to be ready to play.
Do you want to play Pittsburgh?
It doesn't matter to me, anyone.
It doesn't matter to you?
No.
Hal, thank you very much. We're going to throw it back to the studios with George and Courtis. The celebration, I'm sure, will take off again here in just a minute because we have been informed the game's been called. These guys don't have anywhere else to go now except to celebrate. We'll put it that way. George, Courtis, back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Greg. You know, it's been real exciting. When you think about that, we've been watching the Reds come to this point all year. You know, it's been really exciting.
Yeah, you expected this day to come back in April when they jump off that lead. It's like, it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Well, it finally happens, and it is fun. It is fun. You see the players. I mean, Hal Morris, he's an old throwback, isn't he, with the black stuff under the eyes? I kind of like that guy, but an exciting day down at Riverfront. They had a lot of fun. Greg was saying, who do you want to play, Pittsburgh or New York? It looks like Pittsburgh. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
To wonder how Mother Nature